I often have to remind people that it's truly about building a relationship and not building a contact. If you think about it, if you go to a party and you're trying to meet friends, you're not just trying to get everybody's name and come away with a business card. You're trying to, develop a relationship, a rapport. So start off with a friendly introduction when you go to any type of meeting. Remember that when you're networking, you need to be professional, you need to be confident, but you need to be authentic. By asking people about their lives, where they're from, where they went to school, do they have any kids, what are their hobbies, you're going to find that easier way to connect than if you just ask someone about their job. Have your elevator pitch ready so that when it needs to be put in play, you can use it. And then if you're ever just one-on-one meeting with someone, or you catch someone on the phone, or you ask someone for coffee or for lunch, respect that person's time. If you ask someone to coffee or you ask someone to lunch, then realize you're buying. But also realize you want to keep it short and tight. Don't ask someone for a long lunch that's an hour, because it's going to be expensive and you may find that you don't have a whole lot to talk about. If you ask someone to meet with you for 15 or 20 minutes, keep it to that time. Be very specific about what you want to accomplish and have targeted, conversation. Don't ask, so tell me about yourself, or tell me about your life. How do you get to be where you want to be? Really get to the core of what you want to do, because that way you're not wasting your time, you're not wasting their time. Realize that if you do set up a meeting with someone, that there's no such thing as an informational interview. I can't stress this enough. More often than not, when people reach out to me and say, hey, I'd love to grab coffee with you, or if they're, a student or someone who's just graduated and they want to know how to get in the industry, I'm always screening for people, not only for my company, but for other people that have said that they're looking for someone. And the same is exactly true. If you're in your 40s or 50s, and you want to do an informational interview, that person on the other end of the interview, they're asking themselves, could this person fit into my organization? Or who should I have them connect with? Maybe they fit with my best friend or my spouse's organization, and you want them to be thinking about that. So realize anytime you are doing a coffee or an informational interview, you are actually interviewing. So you need to take it, seriously. You don't have to dress up in a suit, but you need to dress up professionally. You need to come prepared as if it was an interview. Have a copy of your resume, have some ideas, come with pen and paper, be ready for that conversation. And then lastly, when you're done with the conversation, or at some point with the conversation, you need to ask them, what can you do for them? If someone gives you 20 or 30 minutes of their time, you need to offer something back. You want it to be a reciprocal relationship. There's nothing worse than having a bunch of people come up to me and say, oh, I'd love to have coffee with you. You give them a whole bunch of information and you never hear from them again. Where you can really differentiate yourself, and you want to be an advanced networker, you want to get that job, or you want to move into that role that you're hoping for. When you're meeting with someone, ask them what they need, what help they're looking for, because more often than not, you might know someone who could help fill that void. Or if they just need some research done, or they're looking for someone who's got a technology solution, you may know that, or you may be able to provide that. So it's imperative that when you're having a relationship, whether it's online, an email, any type of conversation goes back and forth, remember, you want it to be a two-way street. You don't want to just be sucking from the person. You want to be giving, because if you can give to them, then you'll be at that same level. They'll see you as someone that's valued in their network, and not just someone who you met with once that wanted to see how you could help them find a job.